one way of achieving the aims that have been made out in her answer. Surely there must be other ways of achieving this that she has considered. Thank you, Spencer.
Mr. Hyland.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, and thank you to Councillor Drury for the supplementary. The first thing I'd like to say is that I find it extraordinary that Eric Pickles has put commissioners into Tower Hamlets, and yet Tower Hamlets are still producing East End Life on a weekly basis. Commissioner himself has even actually put an ice cream in So it's quite extraordinary to me that if Pickles wants to stop a weekly publication by a council, that a council that is run by his own commissioners is still producing a weekly newspaper. So that is quite amazing to me that they haven't had notice, they haven't had a direction, and that the commissioner is even contributing to it. So, you know, he must find some value in it somewhere, doesn't he, really? Now, with regard to our situation, basically what the Secretary of State thinks that we should do is to publish quarterly and to issue a lot of standalone leaflets. Now actually, as we're publishing Greenwich Time, there is a net cost to this council of publishing Greenwich Time of £102,000. But actually, we've saved £239,000, sorry, did I say £102,000? I hope I did. And the leaflets, we have actually saved £239,000 in standalone leaflets. Now, if the Secretary of State wants us to go back to standalone leaflets, first of all, that figure would have to then rise by that 239,000 at least, which means at the moment we have a net saving. If you take Greenwich Times £102,000 and you take a saving of £239,000 in leaflets, we have a net saving of £137,000 to the council by publishing Greenwich Time. If we then have to publish these standalone leaflets, then we're going to have to spend that £239,000 at least in producing those leaflets. Then they're going to have to be distributed, and then we're going to have to employ a manager to organise all those leaflets at least £25,000. So actually it's not good economics for us to do what the Secretary of State would like us to do. Now, with your forbearance, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to actually say that there are organisations in the borough, small retail shops, small and medium enterprises that just would not pay for adverts in the independent press, whereas actually they can buy space in Greenwich Time that is a lot cheaper. Also, we don't use massage parlours. We don't advertise those in our press, and thank goodness we don't, but the independent press still does. And so, we would find it hard to give our business to organisations that include adverts in that way. In addition to that, local people have access to jobs, to skills, to housing, to school submission dates, to planning, to all of that information that is available equally across the borough. And I know that you'll get a resident who says, well, it's not delivered to my house. But, if they let us know, we will gladly make sure we do deliver it to them. The statutory adverts we publish in Greenwich Time, as you know, we did a tendering exercise that means that if we actually put the advertisements into the local press, that it would cost us a great deal of money more, and that those journals, those free newspapers, are just not delivered to many of the places in our borough. And let me just give you some examples on that. Mr Mayor. Thank you for your forbearance. Charlton, there are only 63 homes that Mercury is delivered to there, so 99% of Charlton don't get the Mercury. You know, Greenwich, again, less than 1% get the Mercury. So, you know, 99% of homes don't get it. Elton, 88% of homes don't get it. Blackheath, 3/4 of the residences don't get the Mercury there. And Abbeywood, more than 2/3 don't get the Mercury there. New Shopper is similar. Abbeywood, 99% of homes don't get the new Shopper. 70% of Blackheath don't get it. 3/4 of Charlton don't get it. 53% of Elton. 54% of Lee. 2/3 of Nottingham don't get the new Shopper. 99% of Thamesmead don't get the new Shopper, and 99% of Woolwich don't get the new Shopper. At least the GT, although it might miss a house here and there, is basically given to people equally across the borough, and they have access to information. Our advice from our QC is that the Secretary of State has acted illegally, and that is why we're applying to the court to judicially review his decision. And as for the people who set up the website, as in Cease Greenwich Time publication now, which I believe has 106 on it, didn't know that the Tories and the Lib Dems, who seem to have formed a coalition around Greenwich Time, had so many members, Mr Mayor.
Right, question